first spot, this can be found at 60.844.6. This rathole is very spacious, which you're about to see now. With this much space, it allows for dinos to be bred and a decently sized Ratthole to be placed. But what highlights this space spot is this ledge here, which can fit a decently sized crafting station with fabricators. I wouldn't recommend putting tech traps in here, it's too big. But if you're online while getting raided in a spot, it makes for a very formidable base location. And personally, I'd only recommend 2 people to build in this spot. I think a trio and a 4-man is too big, like it's too small for them. It's too big of a tribe for this space spot. But let's move on to spot number 2, which is found at the coordinates 70.139.9. And this is the spot I built in when I last played Ragnarok. And this spot is very good due to it being a crouch entrance, but unfortunately it's a one-way entrance unless you have foundations placed at the entrance in a specific way. And to me this space spot really good. I'd recommend putting anywhere between 10 to 15 heavy turrets across all the walls, and this makes it a really hard base to raid. And personally, I'd only recommend this as a duo spot, as it is a very small one, but a very strong one. And coming in at number 3, this spot can actually be found just across from the last space spot that was shown, and this is at 72.240.8. And personally, I only recommend this as a smelting base where you'd use just a smelt metal, because the other base spot we showed you before is too small to house forges, you know, for your duo tribe. And even still, it's going to be a pain to get all the metal in or wood, so it is just more convenient for your stuff to be placed in this spot. Coming into our 4th spot, which can be found at 43.387.1. This spot can be found at the Ratholes castle, and it's a Pelagornis Rathole, which is seen here. But for the sake of the video, I am going to ghost inside to show you the location. And seeing the corridor here is really spacious, making really good room for a decently sized death wall. And with this room here, which you can see now, it makes for a really good crafting station, decently sized, and for this Rathole I'd recommend a 3-man. I think anything above that, it's too small for that tribe size. But do be careful while building in this spot, because I do believe it can get meshed. Just on the other side of the castle, this can be found at 43.486.2, and I'd recommend building this spot more as it's way bigger and even has a water pocket which is relatively deep, allowing you to breed water mounts. And this room is really big itself, which allows it to be a hard base to raid due to the amount of turrets you can fit. I just realised with the water it makes it even harder to raid because of the pyramid dash raiding tactic. But personally, moving on, I'd only build in this room as a crafting station, and if you were to do it, I'd only use it when you have tech teleporters, because it is quite hard to get into as it is a Pelagornis spot in a Pelagornis spot. And coming to our 6th spot, which is a decently sized Rathole at the coordinates 44.786.2, which I'd only really recommend building on the first day of wipe, as it's not the most defendable. It's got a really wide entrance. I just can't see this being a Rathole you'd build in long term. be honest, nothing much more could be said about this spot. Well, it's relatively bad, but I thought I'd throw in the video just for the sake of it, just in case if you want to build in a rat hole on day one. But yeah, that's all that can be said about this rat hole. And at our 7th spot at 20.2, 49.2, this spot is quite versatile as it's close to a lot of metal and quite central in the map, which obviously means you're around all the major resources for early to late game. And this base spot can be expanded to the ledge that you can see now, and it can fit from a solo all the way up to a 6-man, even probably more, but I would be careful because a cave is a 6x damage. But I would also be careful with bed placement because on official you have to place the beds quite close to the entrance, which if they get broken it's going to be really hard to defend. So I will just be careful of that. The scenes around we have quite a bit of room for our crafting station early game. Quite hard to raid with it being up on a ledge. If you fit some heavy tourists early game on this, like 5 of them, it's going to be really, really hard to raid and soak. And at our 8th spot, now at the coordinates 24.5, 27.5, which is near the loot obelisk, meaning you're just 2 minutes away from a lot of PvP. The spot itself is really small, so you want to stay as hidden as possible, and I'd only recommend building this spot as a solo player. And just be careful when stepping in, as it is a one-way entrance, meaning you do need steps or ladders to get back outside. That's all I can say about this base spot. Sake of the video, I will just go through the entrance due to me not having a Pelagornis on me at the moment. And personally, in my opinion, I'd say this has got to be the best Pelagornis spot on a Ragnarok, as it's got a lot of room in one of the back rooms to the point you can fit a tank replicator, which you will see very soon. And again with the 4th spot, as with the corridor that you've just seen, it makes it really easy to defend with all the turrets you're going to be placing there. And also this spot here, I'd probably put your early game crafting station there, just in case, because you can't get in and out the back room easily, which you will see soon. This is the entrance to the back room, which obviously is hard. The way I'd probably go around it is keep cryoing my This spot is located in the Griffin Valley past the bridge leading to the swamp at the coordinates 38.5, 31.5. This spot is really large and hidden due to the entrance being vertical, which in turn makes it hard for snow owls to dive in. The only dinos being able to fit is a PT and an RG. And as seen if this spot is really large, you fit a lot of tourists on this wall. This could probably last you your whole life, this base spot, if you build it correctly. As if built correctly, this spot is very formidable. Anyways, thank you for watching my top 10 list on Ragnarok's Ratholes, and if you wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe.